Hello everyone, this is Aniruddha Padiyar and I am Assistant Professor in Sri Aurobindo Institute of Pharmacy, Indore, and hereby I am presenting my research work, that is formulation development of diclofenac sodium lotion using mixed solvency concept and its evaluations. So the objective of my research work is to develop an aqueous based diclofenac sodium lotion which can be used topically for the treatment of osteoarthritis and various pain conditions. And the secondary objective of this research work is to prove the solubilizing power of the solid substances. So for proving the solubilizing power of the solid substances, it is given by the mixed solvency concept, and mixed solvency concept is proposed by Dr. R.K. Maheshwari, and he is of the opinion that all the substance which are present on this earth, whether it is a solid, liquid or gas, it possesses the solubilizing power. So liquids are well known as solvent, but there are various examples which proves that solid also have the solid characteristics. For example, if you take the high molecular weight PEG, they are solid in nature, but when you melt them, they can be proved as a various solvent for various substances, and you can take melted phenol, melted urea, and there are n number of examples of the solid substances which in their melted condition can prove as a solubilizer for the poorly solubilizing compounds. So this formulation is developed based on the mixed solvency concept for treatment of the osteoarthritis, and this osteoarthritis is a most common and it's a chronic joint condition. So joint is where two bones come together, and this the end of these bones are covered with protective tissue known as cartilage. So with the osteoarthritis, the cartilage breaks down, causing the bones within the joint to rub together, and it causes the pain and stiffness. So there is an more than 10 million people, men and women in India alone, which are suffering from osteoarthritis. So these are some of the marketed products which are currently used of diclofenac sodium for the treatment of such pain condition. Out of which one most famous product is Dynapar QPS, that is quick penetrating solution. So Dynapar QPS is prepared in an novel solubilizer that is known as transquitol and glycophenol. So in this diclofenac sodium is dissolved because diclofenac has very poor solubility in water. So we are going to develop our formulation in the aqueous medium. So these are some of the formulation of the diclofenac sodium which are used topically for the treatment of osteoarthritis. Now, this is the drug profile for the diclofenac sodium. Diclofenac sodium is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, NSAIDs category of drug. This is the chemical structure of diclofenac sodium with molecular weight, physical appearance, its melting point and solubility. If you talk about the solubility, it is very poorly soluble in water. Its water solubility is 10 mg per ml. These are the excipients which are used in our formulation. The main excipient is caffeine. So caffeine is used to dissolve the diclofenac sodium. So here it is very important to note that caffeine is also poorly water soluble, but this poorly water soluble compound increases the solubility of another poorly water soluble compound. So caffeine is very safe type of drug, and every day a person is taking caffeine orally through tea, coffee or any beverages. Next excipient is niacinamide. So niacinamide is vitamin B3 and it is highly water soluble. So this niacinamide acts as a solvent for caffeine first. So caffeine is poorly water soluble, but in presence of niacinamide our caffeine gets dissolved, and in this blend, in the blend of caffeine and niacinamide, our diclofenac sodium gets dissolved. So these are the three major components of our formulation, that is diclofenac sodium as API and caffeine and niacinamide as excipient or the solubilizer. Then in the start of the research, drug characterization was done. So drug was procured and it was characterized using IR spectroscopy. So this is the IR spectra of the drug formulation, and this is the interpretation of that IR spectra, and it is compared with the standard diclofenac sodium spectra, and it found similar. Then melting point was also determined to characterize the drug, and melting point was found to be 285 degrees centigrade, which is similar to that reported in the literature. Next is the UV spectroscopy of diclofenac sodium was done, and its spectra is obtained at 274 nanometer. Then in the pre-formulation study, first of all, solubility was determined using the approximate technique, and these are the solubility data of the diclofenac sodium. So in distilled water, it is found to be 12 mg per ml. These are the data in 5 ml, and this is per ml. So in water it is 12 mg per ml, approx 1%, and we are going to manufacture the product with 5% concentration. Then it has good solubility in protein glycol, transquitol, ethanol, PG, PG200, 400, glycerin, and this is the pH dependent solubility of the diclofenac sodium. So it has major solubility at pH 7.4. It has low solubility at acidic pH because it is a weak acid drug. So it has major solubility at basic pH. This is the solubility representation, graphical representation of the diclofenac sodium in various solvents. Now we have prepared the blend of the solubilizer. So these are the permutation combination of some of the compounds such as PVP, lignocane, niacinamide, sodium benzoate, and we have prepared the permutation combination of the solubilizer by taking 5% solubilizer in the blend, and we have prepared total 7 blends and studied the solubility of the diclofenac sodium. So we have found maximum solubility in caffeine and niacinamide in 5% concentration. So in 5% caffeine and niacinamide, diclofenac shows the 115 milligram, means approx 11.5% solubility is observed. This is the graphical representation of solubility profile in various blends of the solubilizer. Then for the drug analysis, we have prepared the calibration curve, and this is the calibration of curve in DM water at 274 nanometer. This is the regression equation and the value of R square, that is 0.9993. Now we have done the interference study of the excipients, and we have found that there is an interference of various excipients such as caffeine and niacinamide. They interfere at 274 nanometer. So it is not possible to analyze diclofenac sodium at 274 nanometer. So we have developed a colorimetric method for the estimation. So on addition of the nitric acid, diclofenac sodium react with nitric acid and gives a yellowish compound, and that yellowish compound gives the absorbent at 378 to 380 nanometer. So this colorimetric method of estimation was developed for the analysis of diclofenac sodium. So this is the spectra, and the diclofenac sodium gives the peak at 380 nanometer. So here we can do the analysis of diclofenac sodium without any interference of the caffeine and niacinamide. So this is the stability study of the colored complex, and it is found stable for the up to 6 hours. Nitric acid concentration was optimized, and 2 ml of nitric acid is sufficient to produce the yellow color compound. Then interference study of the excipient was done in the proposed colorimetric method, and we have found that there is no interference of the excipient in this method. So we can easily analyze our diclofenac sodium at 380 nanometer without any interference of the excipient. Then calibration curve was prepared. This is the calibration curve. The value of R square further validate our method. Then TLC of the drug product is also done to check whether there is any interaction between diclofenac, caffeine or niacinamide or not. So our TLC gives the RF almost same RF value. So it denotes that there is no reaction between diclofenac, caffeine and niacinamide. Then formulation was prepared. Finally, 3 formulation were prepared. It contained diclofenac sodium 5%, niacinamide and caffeine 5%. Glycerin as a humectant is in concentration of 10%, and propylene glycol 10% in another formulation, and PVPK 35% in another formulation. Sodium sulfite is used as antioxidant or preservative here, and demineralized water is our base. So it is an aqueous based diclofenac sodium lotion. Now to prepare the formulation, niacinamide, caffeine, diclofenac sodium and sodium sulfate is taken in the given quantity in a 50 ml volumetric flask. About 10 ml of glycerin is taken and 25 ml of water is taken, and this solid substances are dissolved in it. Finally, when they are completely dissolved, the volume is made up to 50 ml with demineralized water, and the formulation is packed in a roll-on container so that it can easily be applied in the topical area. To evaluate the formulation, pH study is done. Homogeneity of the formulation is tested by the visual inspection. Drug content is determined using our nitric acid colorimetric method. Stability study of the formulation is also done as per ICH guidelines, and drug permeation studies are done using Franz diffusion cell. So these are the result of stability studies, and our formulation was tested for the 6 months at different temperature conditions. It is found to be stable for the period of 6 months. So this is the stability study of another formulation, and this is the stability study of third formulation. For all 3 formulations are stable for the period of 6 months at the accelerated temperature condition. This is the release study which is done using the Franz diffusion cell. We have taken the goat skin which is obtained from this slaughterhouse, and we have determined the release study of the formulation for the period of up to 7 hours, and our more than almost 80% of drug get released in the its study time. So this is this release study of our second formulation, and this is of third formulation. We have also done the release study of a marketed formulation, that is Dynapar QPS, and you can see that all our 3 formulations shows the same release data as per our marketed formulation. So it is bioequivalent to our marketed formulation. So finally, I would like to conclude my research work that the mixed solvency concept, that the all substance present on the earth possess the solubilizing power, and it can be used for the development of topical lotion of various poorly water soluble drugs, and formulation of various insoluble drugs can be developed using mixed solvency concept. More than 80% of the drugs which are currently used are poorly water soluble. So this concept can be proved as a panacea for the solubility enhancement, and our formulated lotion was with the good consistency, and it has a wider perspective to be formulated topical drug delivery system using mixed solvency concept, and it can be marketed for the treatment of osteoarthritis. We have also filed the patent for our formulation. The patent number is 201921040151. Our patent application is published in the Gazette of the Government of India, and it is under the evaluation for the granting. These are some of the references which are used for the research. So thank you so much.